Welcome to the Explainer. All right, let's talk about something most of us have been through, and honestly, something most of us get wrong: brainstorming. So, here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll define what good brainstorming really is. Then, we'll walk through a real world example step by step. We'll cover how to capture all those ideas, how to vote on them, and then, crucially, how to turn those votes into action. And finally, we'll look at the amazing payoff. Okay, first things first. Let's get on the same page about what we're even talking about. Brainstorming is more than just a buzzword. It's a powerful tool, but only if you know how to use it to turn ideas into actual action. So at its heart, yes, brainstorming is a technique for open, creative discussion among stakeholders, anyone who has a real stake in the project. But here's the secret sauce that most people miss. It's the structure you bring to the party after that initial creative burst. That's what unlocks its real power. So where would you use this? Well, it's perfect for really digging into what a business actually needs. It's fantastic for generating fresh ideas when you're building something new. And, maybe most importantly, it's a game changer for getting everyone on the same page, especially when different teams have their own opinions. Okay, enough with the theory. Theory's great, but let's make this real. We're going to apply this structured process to a scenario I think a lot of us can relate to. So imagine this. Our team has been tasked with building a brand new customer support system right from scratch. The mission: make it way more efficient for our support agents and a heck of a lot more helpful for our customers. That's our goal. The first phase is all about creating a massive flood of ideas. The key here is quantity over quality. No judgment, just pure volume. Now, the number one rule here is you have to separate the act of creating ideas from judging them. So first, everyone gets a stack of Post-it notes and just writes down everything that pops into their head. This is that blue sky thinking. No idea is too small or too crazy. Then, once the wall is covered, we start grouping them. We cluster related notes together, and this is where the chaos starts to give way to the first hints of order. And for our customer support system, after grouping all those Post-its, you know what? 3 clear themes started to pop out. A bunch of ideas around automation, a lot for a better self-service portal, and a whole cluster related to data integration. See? Now we've got some buckets to work with. So we have all these ideas, and they're neatly organized into themes. But which ones do we actually work on? We need a fair way to figure out what the team thinks is the most valuable. And that, my friends, is where voting comes in. And the best technique for this is something called dot voting. It is beautifully simple and incredibly democratic. Everybody in the room gets a few dots, say 3 to 5 sticker dots, and you just walk up to the board and place them on the ideas you think are most important. You can put all your dots on one genius idea, or you can spread them out. It's up to you. And once the voting is done, bam, the results give us instant clarity. We can see right away that automate ticket categorization is the clear favorite with 7 votes. Right behind it is integrating customer order history. Suddenly, the top priorities are just obvious. Our focus immediately goes to the ideas the team collectively decided were the most valuable. Okay, having the top voted ideas is a huge win, but we're not done yet. This isn't the finish line. Now we have to figure out what's actually achievable and turn these winning ideas into a real, actionable plan. This is where the rubber meets the road. And for that, I want to show you one of my absolute favorite tools: the impact versus effort matrix. You take your top ideas and you plot them on this grid. Anything that's high impact but low effort, those are your quick wins. You do those right away. High impact, high effort things become your major projects that need serious planning. This simple grid tells you exactly where to focus your energy first. And this final piece is what guarantees that the whole session wasn't just a fun exercise with sticky notes. You cannot leave the room without a plan. We take those prioritized ideas and we refine them into things like user stories, which are just simple descriptions of a feature from a person's point of view. Then we assign owners and allocate resources. Now it's real. So after all that, what did this structure actually get us? Let's quickly recap the payoff, the real results we got from turning a chaotic brainstorm into a focused, productive session. Just think about that journey for a second. We went from a total mess of individual thoughts to a shared, prioritized, and totally actionable plan. We got a ton of diverse ideas. We found the patterns inside them, we used a democratic vote to find the real winners, and we built a solid plan to make them happen. If you only take one thing away from this whole explainer, please let it be this: creativity is absolutely essential. But without structure, all that amazing energy just vanishes into thin air. Structure is the channel that focuses that energy, and turns it into something tangible. You can read more about this and a lot more besides in the Essential Business Analyst, Mastering Business Analysis in the AI Age. You'll find a link in the description. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe.